Talk to me about, obviously, man, you just dropped a new record called Richard, which is out. You got Larry June on there. You got some of the younger guys. I feel like the Bay Area is somehow there's so many wins in the industry when we look at guys like Lil Russell and we look at, Larry June, or even a guy like G-Eazy who redid the West Coast record.
Right.
But why is it you think that the Bay's, I feel like, always kind of the underdog in hip hop and doesn't get the credit?
I don't, man. You know what? I'll be honest with you, Kev. It's rough because we started a lot of the trends. You know what I mean? But the way I look at it, and the way I look at it is different than the way a lot of the young artists look at it. Because they always, the normal chatter is people steal our shit. We don't get no run with it. But the way I look at it is, Leora and Russell taught me how music works, and basically gave me an example of record companies are like helicopters, and they fly over markets, and they try to see how many people are in the market. So when they flew over the Bay Area, at the time, it was probably about a 60,000 unit market between Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose. You could move about 60,000 units there. So they pick an artist up from there, sign him to the label, put him with other artists that are hot so people in his region see him, and then they come support. So that's how the labels suck that 60,000, to get those sales. But what's crazy is guys from where I'm from can put a record out with a sound, and it'll only go so far, and then somebody else will take that same sound, and it'll just take off. I don't know what causes that. To me, and I could be wrong, to me, if your shit is dope, it usually breaks through.
Right.
And it don't take long. Usually when something is hot, you see Mozzie that he put that first blotted out, pow, right off the rip.
I mean, shit, he got a gold record right here.
Yeah, come on, shout out Mozzie. To me, that's how it works. But then I feel like some of our artists, it's not that they don't know what to do, but they don't know what not to do as much. And sometimes when you get to see too much of a situation, then you be like, damn, well, if it was that, why would dude do this? It's just like social media. I see posts with some of the guys, and you'd be like, that's dope. And then you'll keep scrolling, you'd be like, damn, why the fuck would he post this?
Right.
So to me, less is more. You give them, if you let them see the right shit, I think you got action. But what happened with us is we never really had production like LA had production, like New York had production. In the early age, like DJ Duro, he produced our 415 record. He had some heat. But now we got groups like the Mechanics, like dudes who got beats. But before, I think the Bay Area lacked...
Pilo got some beats.
Yeah, Pilo got slapped. See, but pre-Pilo, the Mechanics, right. I don't think our production was accepted by the rest of the world because it was basically just bass lines.
Right.
You feel me? We was just rocking over bass lines because we come up on the Too Short, the funk. That's like what we run with. But around the world, they want more than that. They need you to come with something that they can get with. And I think LA produces a more national sound as opposed to our shit it's Bay Area laden because it's built for the streets of Oakland. It's built for the trunk of the Cougar. It's built for the trunk of the Mustang. A lot of people come and be like, hey, this shit is dope, but people be wanting a little bit more musical, not just bass lines. I don't know, bro. It's like the Bay Area. It seems like people say we got a curse on because there's a lot of talented dudes up there, bro.
And a lot of there are records being sold out of the Bay. It's just it's crazy to think the most commercially successful rapper outside of 40 and Too Short to ever come out of the Bay is G-Eazy.
Exactly, and it's a lot of talent in there. A lot of talent in there. Yeah,
and G's showed so much love, took everybody on the road with him, put everybody on all his albums, when he was going crazy.
And G's doing real well for himself. It's weird, bro, because
Because I think about the Pack.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, the Pack sonically.
That shit was
before
it.
Little B went and did his Little B shit. The Pack to me, when I think of the jerk movement in LA and I think of the Mustard shit and the League of Stars shit, I think, well, damn, like the Pack were kind of making.
They did that first.
That was like their bag, but
Right.
you know what I mean? Like sonically, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if it's our business. You know, we don't do good business. I don't know what it is because it's been a lot of dope ass music that comes from the Bay. I don't want to be one of them dudes who sit here and be like, yeah, we put it out, they take it and run with it.
I mean, sometimes too, it's also like getting at. Like, I feel like I'm friends with a lot of artists from the Bay and a lot of people who are, you know, big deals in the Bay, like behind the scenes. I go out there a lot. I feel like too, a lot of times, like the getting popping in the city,
Right.
is it's almost like it's not necessarily enough, but if that's what the main objective is, and then you're changing your life,
Right.
cracking regionally,
Right.
I don't know if you have the incentive to be like, yo, I'm gonna go hit Atlanta for like a summer
Right.
and network and get in the studio.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Business wise.
Zaytoven, right?
Right.
Zaytoven's from the Bay, right?
Right.
It's like, or it's not Zaytoven. Who's from the Bay? Is it Zaytoven? What's the dude from the Bay that
You talking about did all the shit for Gucci?
Yeah, Zay.
Is Zay
Yeah.
from the Bay?
the dude who fucking produced the 415 album for G-Eazy? He's a fucking. Everyone thinks he's from Atlanta.
That must be Zay.
I think it's Zaytoven.
It might be. I didn't know Zay.
I might be wrong. I'll tell you right now. Actually, what's the?
But see, like you, that's when I mentioned the business. That's what I'm talking about. Like you got to move it around. You got to be able to get on the plane, go sit in some other places, you network. You know what I mean? And I think for the longest, Oakland has been like it's a world to us. You know what I mean? It's like the Oakland world. If you can hit here, you feel like you didn't hit everywhere, but you got to move it around. And a lot of the artists, like you say, we make it here, and this is it. It's like we don't move. I call it the Chitlin circuit.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I call it. I'd be like, it's
He's
the
like,
Chitlin
yeah,
circuit. We're going to run Oakland. We're going to hit Vegas, Portland.
Yep.
Seattle. Modesto. Yeah. You just be on
Fresno.
that little ass track. Like,
Yep.
you know, but you got.
From Frankfurt, Germany, but he
Jose?
No. Was that
No.
the guy who did the 415 album? G-Eazy was fucking with him all. Bro, I don't think it's Zaytoven. I think I'm tripping.
You're talking about, you're not talking about what you call him. What's that boy's name? Not Chop. What is that boy's name? I know who you're talking about when it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, it is Zaytoven. Zaytoven, I don't know if he's from the Bay,
But he did spend some
but
time up there.
he's got Bay roots. And he
Right.
did that. I know, I was surprised to hear that. It is, I am thinking of Zaytoven.
Man, I was about to say, shit, I need some of them Zay beats. Zay got knocks, too.
I know he has some Bay Area roots,
Right.
for sure, because he did that whole album with. Remember that album G-Eazy put together that it was 415,
Right.
They were calling it, 415, whatever.